Hi friends, hope you're all doing well. Okay, so today I want to ask you something. So when you see chicken, right, what is the first thought that goes in your mind? You may think chicken biryani, chicken 65, right? And likewise, if you see a mutton or a lamb, right, what is the first thought that goes in your mind? You may think dum biryani, you may think mutton sukka, right? And likewise, when you see fish, what is the first thought that goes in your mind? You may think omega 3, protein, right? Likewise, if you see an orange, you may think vitamin C, milk, you may think calcium, right? So I think we as human beings, we know how to make different varieties of food and drinks, and we know what we actually get out of those food. So be it carbohydrate or protein or vitamins or minerals, I think we have got that great knowledge about everything. But how many of us we actually think about, go a little bit deeper and think about that, that was a life. It had its own life. It had its own family. Chicken had its own family. Goat had its own family. Fish had its own family, right? So it actually gave its life for our own life, correct? So how many of us have this feeling when we actually go and shop in a butcher shop, or when we actually cook the food? How many of us have that gratitude or have that feeling when we actually cook that food? And likewise, when the food comes to the plate, how many of us we actually think about that, right? So if you actually think, even if you spend a few seconds looking into the plate, looking into every ingredient, every food item on your plate, and think about where it came from, and think about it had its own life, and it has given its life, right? It not only gave its life, actually we took its life, right? So if you think about all that, do you think we'll be watching television while we eat our food? Do you think we'll be watching a mobile phone when we eat our food? We'll be chatting with somebody when we eat our food? If you think about this, even if you do a small thing to somebody, we expect that person to actually thank us, right? And if something has given its life to us, and how could we simply ignore and do our own thing, not even paying that thankfulness or being gratitude to the life it was, right? So I would encourage you to kind of have this feel. Okay, think about this. Okay, next time when you go and shop, next time when you cook something, next time before you eat something, think about this, right? I'm not preaching that don't eat this, don't eat that. Okay, that's not the point, because I think we as human beings, we have to eat something and animals have to eat something. I think that is how the life is organized, so I'm not going to go into that. But have that feeling and have that gratitude when you approach the food. Okay, so that would be my request. Okay, so think about this, friends. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.